Gulshanabad's midnight library was notorious for its ancient charm and mysterious aura. For Ayan, Noor, and Sami, it was a second home, a place where their imaginations soared as high as the shelves of dusty tomes that towered around them. On a particularly moonlit night, when the stars seemed to shimmer with an otherworldly glow, the friends were drawn to the library by an inexplicable force. Mr. Thoron, the elderly librarian, met them at the entrance, his face etched with a mixture of excitement and dread. "Children," he said, his voice trembling slightly, "tonight is different. The library has been altered." "What do you mean, Mr. Thoron?" Ayan asked, her curiosity piqued. Mr. Thoron gestured towards a heavy oak door they had never noticed before. It was adorned with strange, arcane symbols that seemed to shift and writhe as if alive. "This door leads to another world, a realm of shadows and nightmares. I believe it has been opened, and I need your help to close it." Sami's eyes widened. "Another world? What's in there?" Before Mr. Thoron could respond, Olwen, the ancient wise owl, swooped down from his perch, landing gracefully on the librarian's shoulder. His eyes glowed with an eerie light. "A realm of darkness, where nightmares become reality and shadows hold secrets. It is a place from which few return unchanged." The three friends exchanged determined glances. "We'll help," Noor said firmly. "What do we need to do?" "Enter the realm," Mr. Thoron explained, "find the heart of shadows, and retrieve the mirror of echoes. It is the only thing that can seal the rift between our world and theirs." With a deep breath, the children approached the door. Ayan, Noor, and Sami pushed it open and stepped into a swirling vortex of darkness. The moment they crossed the threshold, the familiar warmth of the library was replaced by an eerie coldness. They found themselves in a forest of gnarled trees with twisted branches that seemed to reach out like skeletal fingers. The moon was a sickly green in the sky, casting an unnatural glow over the landscape. The children walked cautiously, their footsteps muffled by the thick, dark fog that clung to the ground. Shadows danced around them, whispering in hushed, chilling voices. Every now and then, they would catch glimpses of monstrous creatures slithering through the darkness, their eyes glowing with malevolent intent. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows, a tall, menacing being with glowing red eyes and a cloak made of writhing shadows. It was the Shadow Warden, a guardian of the realm's heart. "To retrieve the mirror of echoes, you must pass through the trials of fear," it intoned, its voice a sinister rasp. Ayan, Noor, and Sami exchanged nervous glances but nodded resolutely. The Shadow Warden waved a hand, and the surroundings shifted, revealing a series of dark and twisted challenges. The first trial was the Maze of Doubts, a labyrinth where every turn led to reflections of their deepest fears. Noor faced illusions of her loved ones in peril, and she had to find the strength to ignore the heart-wrenching sights and keep moving. With Ayan and Sami's support, she overcame her fear and found the exit. Next was the Pit of Despair, a bottomless chasm that threatened to swallow them whole. Sami had to confront a vision of his own failure, realizing that he must overcome his insecurities to navigate across a rickety, invisible bridge. With determination and the encouragement of his friends, he made it across. The final trial was the Hall of Echoes, where their own voices were distorted into horrifying sounds, creating an atmosphere of disorientation. Ayan, who had always been the most fearless, had to listen to her deepest anxieties and scream them out, turning her fears into echoes that dissipated into silence. Only then could she find the hidden passage to the heart of shadows. At the end of their trials, they reached the heart of the realm, a grand, dark cavern where the mirror of echoes floated, shimmering with an eerie, otherworldly light. The mirror was guarded by a spectral entity that seemed to absorb the light around it, making it almost invisible. Olwen appeared beside them, his eyes now glowing with a fierce light. "The mirror reflects the truth of all who gaze upon it," he warned. "Only those with pure intentions can wield its power." With steady hands, Ayan reached for the mirror. As she touched it, the spectral guardian began to wail, its form dissolving into shadows. The vast surface rippled, showing visions of hope and light. The moment Ayan grasped the mirror, the realm began to collapse around them. The friends raced back to the portal, the dark forest fading away as they sprinted through the swirling vortex. They emerged back in the midnight library, gasping for breath, the door closing behind them with a heavy thud. Mr. Thoron and Olwen stood waiting, their expressions a mix of relief and admiration. "You did it," Mr. Thoron said, his voice filled with gratitude. "You've saved our world from a darkness that could have consumed it." The children, exhausted but triumphant, looked at each other, their bond stronger than ever. They had faced their fears and ventured into a realm of nightmares, emerging victorious and forever changed. As dawn broke over Gulshan Abbot, the midnight library returned to its quiet, enigmatic self. The door to the realm of shadows remained sealed, but the memory of the adventure would linger in their hearts, a testament to their bravery and the power of friendship.